Oh, well, maybe the dog days of summer are over now.
Let's hope.
I mean, it's September.
It's September.
Things are good.
We had a heck of a rain to end August.
Yeah, Beloit probably.
You had to write about it there, bud.
I know. Beloit would probably like to take that back.
That's right. Hail the big as your fist. I'm telling you.
I'm taking
just pummeled.
That big.
Just pummeled things.
Pummel thing.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, hello, and welcome to your old news update.
Yes, who are you?
I'm Bud Driscoll. No, I'm not. I'm Izzy Fitz.
Boy, he doesn't know who he is. He's hiccuping too. I think he's been into the cider back there.
Yep.
And I'm Bud Driscoll.
That's right. That's right. That's what you are.
I am.
Smoky.
I will be tomorrow.
Here's a list of our sponsors.
Oh yeah.
Smoky Hill Museum, 211
West End. They're having a big street fair.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Couple
Headley's
weeks.
Clothing, 1829 South 9th.
Good.
And Eagle Crest Retirement Community, 1501 East Magnolia.
That's right.
Mr. Bud, you are on. We're going to top the headlines from yesteryear.
Well, it's September 10th, 1989. We're just going to go back 25 years.
I remember that day.
The first thing Dr. Bill Taylor of Pittsburgh did, and I don't know whether that's Pittsburgh, Kansas or Pittsburgh, PA, but when he stepped off the Boeing 737 at the Salina Airport Friday night, he was dropped to his hands and knees. I literally kissed the ground. I was so thankful to be alive, Taylor said. The plane had struck electrical... It's your pacemaker going off again.
There we go.
The plane had struck electrical lines as it was attempting to land at Kansas City International Airport, and the hydraulic system on its landing gear was damaged, officials said. The plane was diverted to Salina because of bad weather in Salina, the final destination of the flight.
Because of bad weather and
Because of bad weather, yes.
Wichita.
Wichita. That sounds like the breaking news signal.
Yeah, it does. It does. September 8th, 1939. War in Europe has thus far meant little to the average American except as a gruesome topic for conversation. This week, however, booming prices of commodities brought a sudden and tangible shock to the wage earner and his household.
Wow, that's too bad. That doesn't sound like breaking news, does it?
No.
Well, maybe this will be worth the breaking news signal. September 11th, 1939. Business is rushing at the Navy recruiting office these days as applicants crowd in to get their names on the line to fill the increased quota now in effect. Well, that did that. But business for Chief Leo Scarborough, in charge of the office, was disrupted for some time Saturday by a 70-year-old Brookville resident who offered his services.
He wanted to go.
He wanted to go after it had been pointed out that even under the new rules, the age limit was only 30. The man trotted off down the hall talking about going to Canada where he could get into the fight.
Now, and then during the Vietnam War, they went to Canada to get out of the fight.
I know. Well, Canada's always in the middle of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, ginger ale.
Ready to go on?
Yep, September 10th, 1914. Yelling and screaming like a maniac, Mrs. Maud Black was thrust into the women's ward of the city jail again yesterday evening. Crazy from drink and probably from drugs. She raised such an uproar that scores of people were attracted to the city hall. When the police car arrived, she had to be bodily placed in the cell, and later water was thrown in her face to stop her wild screams. This was September 10th, 1914.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was, public drunkenness all over the place.
Crazy woman.
Well, here's something else. It goes back 125 years, too.
Long time ago.
From September 8th, 1889. About 10 o'clock last evening, a Mrs. Steers, a resident on 5th Street, was arrested on a charge of drunkenness and the use of indecent language.
Naughty, naughty.
She has never been in lockup in Salina before, and her cries when put into the city cooler, or rather dungeon, were terrible and collected a large crowd. The condition of the city Bastille is a shame on Salina, and something should be done.
Sounds like Kokanowski talking there.
I know, something's got to be done about it.
That's right. That's right. Well, read more about the way things used to be in the look back section of Monday's Salina Journal.
Well, I hope everybody cools off in September, and we're wishing you a good weekend, and we'll see you yesterday.